In many analytical models, such as regression models, categorical variables must first be converted into numerical variables. A dummy variable, also referred to as an indicator or a binary variable, is commonly used to describe two categories of a variable. It assumes a value of 1 for one of the categories and 0 for the other category, referred to as the reference or the benchmark category. Dummy variables do not suggest any ranking of the categories. Oftentimes, a categorical variable is defined by more than two categories. Given k categories of a variable, the general rule is to create k-1 dummy variables using the last category as reference. So, if you have 4 categories, then you are going to create 3 dummy variables and use the last category as reference. Catherine, the manager, feels that understanding the channels through which customers were acquired is important to predict customers' future behaviors. In order to include the channel variable in her predictive model, Catherine needs to convert the channel categories into dummy variables. Because web banner ads are probably the most common marketing tools used by organic food superstore, she plans to use the web channel as the reference category and assess the effects of other channels in relation to the web channel. Now we will use Analytic solver to create dummy variables for the channel variable. We click here, data mining, and then transform categorical data, create dummies. And make sure that data range is correct. And then here also make sure that first row contains headers is checked. And find channel variable and move this variable to variables to be factored using the arrow. And then click OK. A new worksheet encoding is created. 4 dummy variables, channel referral, channel SM, channel TV, and channel web have been created. Because we use web channel as the reference category, we will copy the dummy variables except channel web to the customer's worksheet. And you are going to paste spatial as values and click OK. This is how we create dummies. Finally, in this video, we are going to understand category scores, and this is our last transformation. Category scores is more appropriate if the data is ordinal and have natural ordered categories. Now, the manager wants to pay attention to customer satisfaction. She wants to convert them to category scores ranging from 1, very dissatisfied, to 5, very satisfied. So we are going to create a new variable here, satisfaction underscore scores, and we will use the if function. If M2, the reference cell, is very satisfied, then enter 5. If not, open another if function, M2 is equal to somewhat satisfied, in quotation mark, somewhat satisfied, and then 4. If not, we start another if function, M2 is equal to neutral, then 3. If not, then we start another if function, and this time it is somewhat dissatisfied, and then 2. If not, it's 1, and close the parentheses. We forget the equal sign and then enter. As you see, since the first customer is very dissatisfied, satisfaction score is 1. And we drag down this formula. So this is how we create category scores.